How's it all going today? I'm doing an unboxing. I said I was going to do unboxing, so here we go. I often get asked, I'm Mick from Rock Ape Records, by the way, and this is the Rock Ape Records Ape vlog. I'm also called Ape. A lot of people call me Ape, but I don't know why that is. But today we're doing an unboxing because I've gotten a heap of stuff from around the world. A lot of the time people will say to me, where do you get your records from? And my common answer is anywhere and everywhere. I'll try and source records from all over the globe, so let's go. This one is from Germany, I think. I'm gonna have to put my glasses on, sorry. What do we got here? Netherlands, Dutch. Europe has become quite a mecca. It's always been a mecca. They're one of the only countries that really kept vinyl going when, vinyl in Australia stopped being produced around 1990, 1991, so good old Germany. That was Germany and the Netherlands and that, they sort of kept it going. So, and they're still going to this day. They're still going strong. I find the best pressings are from Europe. So that's my opinion anyway. America, half the time, you have a lot of dramas a lot of the time. Getting records here from America too, the post is very expensive. It's not that unreliable. It's okay. It does get here. It just takes forever. And Canada, don't even talk to me about Canada. I've ordered records before from Canada and they've put them on a ship. So I had to tell a customer it's going to be here in a few months. So yeah, the best post is still from the UK, Germany, places like Holland and all that. So these are just some originals that have come in. So what do we got? Bit of a hunters and collectors happening here. One of their old ones. So it's amazing how many Australian records I'll get from Europe. So they end up over there and we bring them back home. I just got a Beast Suburban record from the UK lately. So that's the thing. And a lot of these titles are really hard to get in Australia and they're pretty rare. So they're still pretty prolific in Europe. So I will source my second-hand records from Europe as well, just to get the good stuff back here in Australia. So this is another one, ZZ Top, Greatest Hits. I remember having this on CD back in the day. Back when I was a young Billy, it's a really great album too. Very hard to get on vinyl. What do we got here? This is for a customer. I've ordered this in. So the reason that I ordered all this stuff is because I ordered this record in particular for a customer and I grab other stuff while I'm there. I'm like, why not? It's better to get your records sent in a chunk as opposed to one record because they can turn up warped. I've got so many horror stories. So that's the beauty of having a record shop and coming and shopping at a record shop. I take that risk away. I take the risk away from one record sitting on the tarmac. I've had so many customers come in going, I'm never buying online again. So if you come into a record shop, any independent record shop preferably, we take the risk away. If you come and buy a record here, it's guaranteed. So if you get home and it's warped or scratched or whatever, you bring it back, I'll swap it, whatever you want to do. So yeah, this is actually Billy Corgan from Smashing Pumpkins. It's one of his solo records. So yeah, interesting. What else have we got here? I can't remember all it. That's another thing about ordering stuff when you have a record shop is you'll order stuff months ahead of time because it won't turn up for ages or it's a pre-order or whatever. And you've paid for it ages beforehand and then, they'll all show up and you're like, oh, wow, I don't even remember ordering this. So this is an Eagles Live record. So this is a great record here. It's a classic. I remember my mum having this and thrashing the shit out of it when I was a kid. So big influence on me, this record, Eagles Live, and it's got the song Seven Bridges Road on it, which is probably one of the best Eagles songs ever. So yeah, available now at Rock Ape Records. These will probably be all going online, the Savo, on our web store. So I'm just in the process. I'm doing these things at the same time. I'm starting this YouTube channel and kicking off my web store, which I've, been procrastinating for years on doing it, but I'm really happy that now we've got it. This record I've actually bought for myself, so whenever I see a record that's got 8 themes on it, I buy it. So this is called Gorilla, the band's called Gorilla, and the album's called Tree Creeper, and I think they're a stoner band from Sweden. So I'm probably going to keep this. I put them up here on the wall. I've got all my ape-themed records on the wall here, so this will probably go up with that. Oh, and there's another one here I didn't even notice. Look at this old chestnut. Transvision Vamp Velveteen. So they're still really popular to this day. I still have a lot of people asking for Transvision Vamp and Roxette. So, you know, this is European. This is a European press, and they're just better quality. It's just better vinyl than getting stuff from America. The old Australian presses are okay, but, you know, you got to get it where you got to get it. So that's the thing about the Australian record industry. It was really small compared to places like Europe and America and that. So, you know, secondhand vinyl, they're much more, the titles that you want, you know, the cool stuff is much more readily available overseas. So yeah, that's why I'm happy to source it from over there. What do we got here? Whoa, I think this one's gonna be for me. These are from Germany, these ones. So this is Satyricons, The Age of Nero. I love this album, and I don't have it, so I'm pretty sure that I've ordered this for myself. I can pretty much say that. I don't care, I'll show you anyway. Awesome album. What else have we got? That's the only one there. Oh, nice. This one I will be putting in store. Immortal, Damned in Black. It's actually quite hard to get this one as well. So sometimes you just can't get these things at the wholesalers. So you have to go and search the interwebs and get stuff in. So this is a great Immortal album. And a lot of these, they ship them separately. So the record's actually shipped outside the record. That's why they're all floppy. But that's it there. Moving right along. What do we got here? Oh, this is a cracking album as well. This, if you like black metal, I like black metal. I don't like it, I love it. This is by Watain. This is called The Wild Hunt, and this album is just badass. Badass. So, there we go. Watain, The Wild Hunt. I will be selling this online, so, and in store. If you live in Townsville, North Queensland, or the region. I get so many people from the local region, so, you know, obviously Townsville is the biggest city in the region, so I get people from Cairns, Ingham, you know, Ayr, all around, Mackay, Mount Isa, all those places coming into Townsville and coming into my shop, which is great. But now that I've got a web store, it's a bit easier for me to ship to those rural areas too. And the bad thing about doing these unboxings is some of these places box their stuff too well. What do we got here? Whoa, there's lots of Cheetos in here. Bonus Cheetos. I try and tell places, don't ship with these. They're a pain in the ass. I've got to vacuum everywhere afterwards, and they're bad for the environment. Terrible, terrible thing to be shipping. This record is for me. Doesn't matter, I'll show you anyway, because I can brag. But this is an original European body count record from 1992, I think. I remember buying this on CD back in the day, and I went and saw them at the Horden Pavilion in Sydney. I saw Body Count a couple of times back in the Diz. So I've been after this for years, and I've found a decent priced copy in Germany. And you know why I want this one? Because it's got Cop Killer on it, and none of their vinyl copies have Cop Killer on it, except for the European one. So there you go. Get rid of that. Next. Hopefully now we can have some stock that I can share with you, because I'm keeping a few of these. I have a record room at home, and it looks like this. It looks like the shop, but it's even messier. At least the shop's clean and neat. I've got so much organising to do at home as far as my record collection. Half the time I don't even know if I've got stuff, so I need to spend a day or two going through my records at home, which I just never seem to get around to doing. I just keep piling them in there, which is cool. These are the advantages of having a record shop. You get to skim. You get to skim all the records you want as well, so everyone's happy. What do we got here? Nice. So these have come from, I'm just looking, these are from one of my distributors in Australia. So that's cool. So some of my distributors, I can get stuff from Australia, but it's generally better to go overseas. There's a record, there's a red vinyl. It's a Black Keys record. What one is it? I can't even. Easy Eye Sound. I'm just trying to think. It's a Higher Players. Excuse my ignorance. I love the Black Keys, but yeah, I'm a bit ignorant. They've got so many records out, so I like the really old stuff. So there we go. The Black Keys, a Higher Players. Another Black Keys record. Dropout Boogie by the Black Keys. Coming soon online and in store. I've got to price these today and get them out. So what do we got here? Oh, Alpha Wolf. This is their latest album. So, Half Living Things by Alpha Wolf. Cool Aussie band. Very popular. Another Aussie band here, Polaris. This is on coloured vinyl too, I'm pretty sure. White and red marbled vinyl. This is the latest Polaris album, Fatalism. And I'm pretty sure they're touring at the moment. They might be coming back to Townsville. They've been up here heaps of times. Alpha Wolf have been here as well. Here's another. I bought this one. I know of this band. I like this band. Carnifex. They're super heavy, super huge breakdowns and stuff like that. But I just love the album art, just the colour of it. And I just saw it and went, I've got to get that for the shop. That's got to come here just because of the colours. So there you go. If it's pretty colours on your... That's the whole thing about album art. You know, if the band makes it interesting, it appeals to people. I'm still old school like that. You know, that's what got me into Iron Maiden, is their album art, you know, as a kid. So when you see cool album art, I don't know, it just adds to the coolness. This is limited to 500, neon green and purple split vinyl. Carnifex. Badass. Here's some Australian, this is an Australian band, good old Frenzels. So I've got Frenzel Rom, Forever Malcolm Young on vinyl. So, nice. That'll be coming into the store. I don't know what colour the wax is. Let's have a look. Oh, check this out. Oh, that is awesome. Frenzel Rom. So it's obviously on every colour of the rainbow splatter vinyl. So that'll be a nice addition to the shelves. It's funny, you know, I'll put records on the shelves and I actually get sad to see some of them go because I'm like, I want that. But I can't keep everything. I've got to share them. Got to share the records, share the love. This band is from South Australia, from Adelaide, and I love them. They're called West Theberton. This is their latest album, Mongrel Australia. And they're just such a awesome Aussie, you know, calling a band pub rock is a bit sort of meaningless nowadays because these guys are so unique. They're so freaking rocking. So check out West Theberton, even if you want to check them out on Spotify and that first. I got put onto these guys a couple of years ago and I've been playing them ever since. So I've been excited to get this in. I'm not keeping it. I will sell it. I'll get one day. Whee! Righto, we've got a couple of big boxes here next. Where's this one from? Deutsche Post. So we've got more stuff from Germany. Actually, I might open this one because, I don't know. I'll open this one because it's lighter. Old Stanley. I'm going to have a lot of mess to clean up after this. A lot of cardboard to recycle. Well, that's the thing. When I ship records away, you know, it's, what the hell? It's amazing what people pack their records with. They just basically put their rubbish in there to get rid of it. So, looking at this, I know what this is. This is pretty cool. This is a new Deicide album. So it's basically now in store. So I'll have to advertise that today. What did they call it again? Banished by Sin. So I've listened to it a few times on Spotify and it's pretty badass. It's Deicide. It's like McDonald's. You know what you're going to get. Glenn Benton's still pissed off with Jesus and God. There's been a lot of controversy over this album cover because it's AI. So, you know, there's a lot of backlash about bands using AI art because I kind of agree with, you know, you see it on all sides. You want to use technology and stuff like that, but I much prefer album art to be done by a human. So, hey, whatever. You know, there is a big debate going on at the moment with AI as far as artwork goes, because is it real, is it not? You know, I think it just looks better when someone's done it, you know. So my favourite artists for album art are artists like Vince Locke. He does all the Cannibal Corpse stuff. You know, I just love human, organic drawing where it's come out of their brain, you know, not out of a computer. So that's all I'll say on AI and AI art on albums, because we do use, you know, artists use different computer tools to make album art, so whatever. As long as it looks good, if the band's happy with it, you know, whatever. So yeah, new Deicide album in store. A bit happy about that. What do we got here? This is a big box from Germany as well. So a lot of these records today are coming from Germany, but they don't always. A lot of the time I'll get stuff from the UK as well. You know, it's become a bit of a mecca for vinyl. So, you know, they just have bigger volumes than Australia. The Australian record industry is dead as far as manufacturing goes. There's some small record plants here, but nothing on this scale. So most of my new vinyl, half my shop is new vinyl, half the shop is classic secondhand vinyl. So I'm constantly sourcing both. I tend to spruik the new vinyl more because it just seems to be I sell a lot more of it, even though I actually do have more secondhand vinyl, but I love both markets. So what do we got here? Dimmu Borgir, awesome. So this is Puritanical Euphoric Misanthropia. So there we go. It's going to be in store today. Like a bit of Dimmu. This one's actually been hard to get. It's actually quite a hard record to get. And these are chunky. This is awesome. Woo! That's that again. Another copy. These guys are awesome. This is Witchery with their album Nightside. And if you haven't heard Witchery and you're a bit of a metalhead and you like that type of stuff, listen to these dudes. They're freaking awesome. And this album in particular, it was one of the best albums of last year. I think it was last year or the year before. Witchery, Nightside. What else have we got? I could open a bubble wrap shop after this. What do we got here? Oh, nice. Bit of thrash. This band's called Knife. Heaven into Dust. And this is pretty badass too. Good old Knife. I'm pretty sure they're German. Pretty sure. Don't quote me on any of this. A lot of the time I'll go back and go, oh no, they're not. I know where these guys are from. Greece. They recently toured Australia. So this is Rotting Christ with Thy Mighty Contract. They recently toured here. They just played down in Brisbane at the zoo. So unfortunately the zoo is closing down. I tend to ramble on. I'll just go from one topic to another. So live music has taken a hit there because the zoo in Brisbane, where I used to go when I lived in Brisbane as a teenager and in my 20s and early 30s, is closing down after 32 years. But at least Rotting Christ got to play there one more time. Here's Knife again. This is one of their older releases. This was hard to get. That's why I snapped it up. It was actually quite expensive. But that's their self-titled first record, I think. So if you like your thrash, get your Knife. Now, it's funny when I'm opening a box because I'm going through it. I don't remember, it was a while ago that I ordered these records and I'm like thinking, this is why I ordered this box of records. So I actually wanted these ones and then I grabbed all the other stuff while I was at it. So Spirit Box and God, my eyes are so bad. Eternal Blue. I should know. So this is Eternal Blue. I'm pretty sure it's on blue vinyl. Spirit Box, available now at Rock 8 Records. Another copy. So, what else is there? Oh, black metal. This seems to be a lot, like, don't get me wrong, this shop has hip-hop, indie music, heaps of reggae. I'm a massive reggae fan, but today it just looks like it's mainly metal. Well, I like metal. I love metal. So this is by a band called Mork. Black metal, I'm pretty sure they're from Finland. I'm going to get all these ones wrong. But I heard them while I was ordering this. I was listening to Mork and I saw some records come up and I'm like, wow, I'm going to order that. So, Katiralan, I forget what it's called. So, yeah, so if you like Dark Throne and stuff like that, Mork are the band for you. I just remember hearing them a lot on the Spotify playlist and I'm like, well, I'll get some. This is a reissue of Dark Medieval Times by Satyricon. So these are really nice, these reissues. So got that in now. Nice. More paper. Ugh. More bubble wrap. Ah. Behemoth. Hecate and Beyond. My God. Look at that badass. Oos. What else? More Mork. So, this is called Diapet. I'm pretty sure they're from Finland because their language is kind of nuts on it, but just the music is next level. They're actually sounding, for black metal, I know when you get in a genre, you think it all sounds the same, and to the untrained ear it does, but Mork kind of do something different. It's just a little bit, it's pretty melodic and stuff like that, but it's also badass. This band is Boast is touring with, this is Goat Whore with, what is it? Can't even remember. That's why it's Ascending something. It's funny when they get really arty, I can't even see the album titles on it. I think it's Ascending. Vengeful Ascension. I knew it was something to do with ascending. Goat Whore, Vengeful Ascension. Nice. So this will be going on the racks. This is one that's been hard to get. These guys are touring soon in late July with I Hate God. So get along and see them. They're supposed to be playing at the Zoo in Brisbane, but that venue's closing on the 8th of July. So who knows where they're going to show up. They might be in the Queen Street Mall. Who knows? And this is the last lot. Oh, it's the end of an era. Boom, boom. All right. Immortal, All Shall Fall. All-time classic album. Just badass all round. Another Behemoth record, Evangelion. This one gets hard to get sometimes. That's why I always snap up a copy if I can find one. Because it's always popular. It always goes. So I'm going to try and get all these online. I'm going to get most, like all my black metal, death metal, doom metal up online on the online store ASAP. But it takes time. You know, every couple of hours I'll get about 20 records on there. I'm just constantly doing it when there's no customers in the shop. So that's why I'm doing this now, because I'm about to open the shop. So, hey, what do you do? Immortal, Sons of Northern Darkness. Oos. That's it. I have done the first unboxing for Rock Ape Records. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to go now. I'm sweating, so that's how fit I am. I sit here and sweat while unboxing records in air conditioning. But hey, I'm going to go and have a drink, open the shop. Hope to see you soon. Thank you very much. Bye!